if you're looking for a motivational video, that's the wrong video you clicked in. um, my bad for clickbaiting you and writing that this is a motivational video. I mean, it was a bad attempt, to be honest, because I'm not actually that much of professional on creating good intros and good thumbnails in order to make it look like super professional motivational. To be honest, I'm planning to keep all of my thumbnails and introductions like quite simple as possible, because I like the style that I'm doing right now. It doesn't require a lot of effort, and plus it's easy to do, and plus this is the way I like it to be. And it allows me also to record videos and upload them by not putting too much effort, which I'm not against putting a lot of effort, but certainly affects when your schedule is busy and you still need to upload a video. And this is the topic that we're going to talk today about, which is motivation and discipline. Because the fact that you're looking for a motivational video is actually a good sign. Well, I'm against motivational videos and motivation, because I think this is a poison that kills you, which kills your personality and your dreams. But if you're thinking about changing your life, if you're thinking that something has to be different than the usual in your life, then you're going to start looking up the motivational videos, which is a good start, because at least you're not letting yourself to drown in the same routine that you're having currently or you had in the past, and you start changing something, but you feel like there's not enough fuel inside you in order to keep that fire running. So I mean, we overall generally know what's the difference between the motivation and discipline. Discipline is something that you teach yourself to do. This is certain rules, certain things that you force yourself to do. Like, you don't need the motivation to be disciplined, because discipline, it doesn't matter from your mood, it doesn't matter from anything what's happening to your life. This is the way that you set up certain things in your life to be, and you're keeping them that way, compared to the motivation, which depends from your feeling and from that boost of energy that you have during watching certain shorts or clips where there are certain people with cigars, or a person who tries to imitate like a person with cigar, or another person who likes to cry a lot on cameras, which whenever they have their speech, then there is this like serious alpha music on the background, which kind of motivates you, try to be different, try to be an alpha male. But yeah, motivation is temporary and discipline is permanent. I think I got these words correctly. Sorry for my English, because English is not my native language, so I usually have problems with the words that have like opposite meaning, or they kind of like sound alike. For example, I had a problem with the word napkin and catnip, and I used to say, like, instead of saying napkin, I would say catnip, and I was getting corrected more and more, like a lot of times, till I get it like 100% correctly. But yeah, let's get back to the topic of the video. Motivation is a good thing to look up because it's a sign that you're planning to change your life. And if you're looking for motivational videos and you get disappointed by the fact that it's not a motivational video, please just watch this video till the end. Or if you want to turn this video off, it's fine, you can do it. But don't go and watch motivational videos, because for me, I think I'm actually a huge enemy of the motivational videos and motivation culture overall, because this is a fake idea. This is a huge manipulation with your feelings, which is not going to lead to anything. If you notice, whenever you ran through a TikTok or shorts or reels and you see the motivational video, you get super boosted and you're like, oh yeah, I gotta do something. And the next thing that you do is, most likely in 90% of the situation, you keep scrolling. And you're gonna just waste your time. You get super nervous, because before it's gonna make you even feel worse, because when you were keeping scrolling, you were not thinking, okay, you know what, I'm just wasting my time. But when you see that motivational video and you see the people doing super good, you get motivated and you continue scrolling, you feel way worse. You feel so much guilt inside yourself, which I think it's a good thing if it's gonna force you to change. But let's be honest, if it's gonna just make us overthink and waste our night till the morning by not doing anything and bothering ourselves. So that's why I'm huge enemy of a motivational thing, and I also, to be honest, I think whoever sells the idea of motivation is it's not something morally correct to do. But I'm not here to teach anybody what's correct or what's not. I mean, if the person is not breaking any law, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, but in the opposite way, we have a discipline. Discipline is way different than a motivation. For example, I'm having, as you know, I'm having knee problems, and I'm having problems with my neck and with my back pain. The problem when I'm having these problems is the reason why I'm having these kind of problems is I used to have a unhealthy lifestyle for years, which I used to just not to worry about. Why? Uh, because I wasn't having certain problems, you know? When you're young, you know, you're certainly having a bad habits, you know, sitting in weird positions or not fixing your posture. You're like, oh, you know what? Time's gonna pass. Oh, I'm fine. I'm doing fine. You can sit there for hours and hours with a weird posture and you're not having any kind of problems. So you think it's fine. But you hit a certain age when you're having serious problems and you're like, okay, you know what? Either I'm gonna keep ignoring it and it's gonna lead me to way worse results, and I might even end up on a wheelchair, or you're gonna take things under your control and you're gonna start doing something. And the first thing that I will start doing is I started doing the yoga and stretches, which has, thanks God, helped me a lot, actually, to be honest. And if you're having certain problems with your body, I mean, like you feel like, you know, your knee hurts or back pain or whatever, just look up for the stretches, look up for the exercises, look up for yoga. This is a thing that, you know, gonna help you so much. And I know the help is like not permanently but temporarily, but by doing it more and more, I feel way better actually right now. I have these problems way less, and I think if I keep doing it the same way, I'm gonna just avoid it. And yeah, the reason why I'm doing it, it's because I have to do it. I force myself to do these exercises because if I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna have worse problems with my back pain, with my neck and knees. So right now whenever I sit in my car, before I sit in my car, I jump like around 50 to 100 times on the jump rope. Today is the first time I jumped 100 times with a jump rope. And 1 week ago when I started this habit, it's not a habit because I'm not doing it for a month. It's my 5 or 6 times I'm doing it. And the first time I tried it, I barely jumped 20 times, and I failed like 6 times actually during the process, and I felt so badly, and my knees hurted for 2 days. And right now I jump 100 times and I don't feel bad at all. The only thing that I feel bad is I feel super tired because I used to smoke for 3 years, and which did not help me a lot. And combine it with the unhealthy lifestyle and the lifestyle without physical activities, you're not getting a good result, you know. You get tired very fastly without putting that much effort. So yeah, but yeah, I just put myself a rule that whenever I wake up, if I'm not forced to go to college or to meeting or whatever, if I have at least 1 hour, what I do is I go to shower, I get back and I do stretches and yoga. Or if I feel clean, which usually if I'm doing like exercises, the next day I don't feel that much clean. So yeah, first thing that I do is in the mornings I go to shower, which is, to be honest, sometimes I don't want to do it, but I force myself to at least take a shower once a day because I feel super fresh. I feel super clean, even if I don't want to. I force myself because if I don't take a shower, I'm not gonna feel that much fresh throughout the day, and my day is gonna go badly. Yeah, and that's also a form of discipline. And I do yoga and stretches. Whenever I do it, I feel super good. Today I didn't have chance to do it because I was in a rush, which leads to the problem that right now I'm having a neck pain, which is not helping me that goodly. So yeah, and right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna force myself to do stretches and yoga today after a long busy day. Yeah, but thanks God I'm feeling way better than I used to feel. Yeah, like I don't feel good spending 30-40 minutes, you know, putting some pressure on my muscles, on my joints and bones, but I certainly think that this is a good thing and it's gonna affect me very good overall over some period of time. That's why I'm forcing myself. And this is what I call usually discipline. And the reason why you need it also is because you do the things not because you want to do right now. You do the things because you know that it's gonna affect you so goodly. You're and over time you're gonna look at your past self and say, you know what, thank you so much for doing these things, because if you would have done these things you would have felt better right now. Because I remember the moment from Simpsons when Homer is like, the problems in future is the problem of the future Homer, not the current Homer. So I mean, he's right, certainly, but at the same time you have to also consider that, you know what, that you're gonna be the future Homer. You right now you're the current Homer, but over time you're gonna be the future Homer, so you're gonna deal with all of that problems. That's why you have to be disciplined. That's why you have to set up a certain schedule, certain habits, and you have to force yourself. I know it's very hard, but that's why you don't have to, put huge amount of things at once. Because, for example, like today you're not doing shit, right? You wasted like years of your life not doing anything, and tomorrow you wake up, you started learning Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, like 3 languages at the one time. You start like learning how to start a business. You start learning programming and whatever. Trust me, you're gonna be burned out in, I think, few hours. If you're not, and you're gonna waste another few months by thinking that you are a loser, that you cannot be as cool as you think inside your head, or as cool as the people you see on the internet. And that's the wrong way of doing it. You have to start slowly by slowly. I used to remember when I started changing my life, it was 1 year ago. The first moments when I started changing my life was moving to US. But after 1 year passed, I kind of like changed my life coordinately, but I was stuck at the same progress. And 1 year ago, I started, changing my life and working on my life way more, not just like, blatantly changing it, but having a certain plan, having a proper plans, goals, and everything. So I started planning how to change my life, and I started trying out different things and looking what actually helps me better, what actually doesn't help me that much. So yeah, you have to start it slowly by slowly. For example, the least you can do is you can start at least physical activities. This is one of the most important thing, which can be 10 push-ups, 10 pull-ups if you have a chance, 10 sit-ups, and basic stretches and yoga. You don't have to start with everything at once. And especially for a person that you're not doing anything at all, or you're wasting most of your time, your muscles are not meant to do 10 push-ups. So please don't do it like at once. Start with basic stretches, 5-minute, 10-minute basic video stretches, and keep doing these stretches for a week. No matter what, you wake up, if you have a time, do the stretch. If you don't have a time, okay, leave it to the evening. Even if you don't have a time on evening, it's fine. At least put it the way that you're doing it at least 3 times a week. Or twice a week. You can start by twice a week, and then 3 times a week, and then you can switch to 5 times a week, and then you can start switch it to every day. And slowly by slowly, if it goes like 1, 2, 3 months, you're doing the same thing, you're like, okay, you know what? I get used to it. I need to do something else. And you add, beside of the stretches, you start adding the yoga. That's what I did. And after 2-3 months of yoga, you keep adding basic physical activities such as I'm doing right now, which is basically push-ups, sit-ups, and jump rope. And the problem was, like, last week when I started jumping on a rope, I barely jumped twice. Twice a week. But right now, I think it's my 5th or 6th day. I stopped counting because I just put one rule. Whenever you get into your car, if you don't jump at least 50 times, at least 50 to 100 times on average, you're not going anywhere. You know what? Like, okay, yeah, if I have a midterm, if I have classes in 5 minutes, it's fine. But I go to college and I get out of the college, and if I don't do it before I go to college, then I do it after I get out of my classes. no matter how tired I am. Because right now I'm super tired. Why? Because first time I hit my 100 times. This is my record for today. I mean overall, once I started. I feel super tired, but I still jumped 100 times. And compared, I feel quite tired, but I'm still recording this video. Why? Because I put a goal that I'm gonna upload at least once a week. For now, to be honest, I'm not planning to make it more than once a week, because if I keep doing it more, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get busy and I'm not gonna be able to upload twice a week or thrice a week, and I'm gonna be super depressive that I messed up with my streak. And once I mess up with my streak, I'll be exhausted and I'm gonna stop recording at all. So I'm not pushing myself, but I'm not giving myself rest. So whenever I have a chance, whenever I have energy to record a video, I record it. Even if it's gonna be like I recorded 7 videos a week, I'm still gonna keep recording, but I'm not gonna upload them at once. I'm gonna upload them once a week according to my schedule. Each, I think, Friday or Saturday, I'm gonna keep uploading. No matter what it takes, or no matter if I record 100 videos, I'm still gonna upload them once a week, and I'm gonna keep with this schedule. Because I noticed that whenever I used to blatantly, do something in bulk, and expecting that I'm gonna be super good, I'm gonna get super results because I put super effort, it used to lead to the point where I wasn't getting super rewards and I was getting super depressed. So the only thing that I was getting from all of these effort is I was getting super depressed. So that's why I'm keeping my schedule. And some people might think that, schedule is boring, it doesn't seem like that good. But trust me, once you keep doing it, once you get into a taste, it's gonna change your life so much. You're gonna be thankful that you don't need motivation, that you're not looking for a motivational thing. You're gonna be thankful that you are super disciplined. Okay, so discipline is the most important thing. You don't need any kind of motivational videos, motivational stuff. So even if you're wasted your whole day watching a motivational video, please don't feel guilty, because it already happened. You already messed up your time. Just learn new thing. Try to change something in the way you live your life. That's it. Move on. Try to make small changes. If you're able to do big changes and not worry about it, not get exhausted, then it's perfect. But yeah, try to make little by little small changes. Because some people, they don't even brush their teeth like whenever they get tired. And I know it on my own experience, because when I was super depressed, like 4 or 5 years ago, as I said in previous video, I wouldn't even take a shower for a week. Obviously, I wasn't going out and anything else because I was super depressed. I was wasting my whole time in my room, not even going out of my room. Yeah, maybe once a day to go just basically bathroom and then eat something, and that's it. Or even for eating, I used to not go anywhere, just wait for my food. And I was literally like a dad. Yeah, I was dead, but at the same time physically alive, but mentally I was dead. So what happened is how I changed my life is I just started brushing my teeth at least 3 times a week, and then every day, and then twice a day. That's how I get my habits back, because the depression that I had was super bad. And if you're going through the same thing, I totally understand you, because this is not something to be shameful. Because right now I'm thinking, I used to go to a bathroom I used to take a shower once a week for 2 years. I mean, it wasn't that much. It was certainly half a year, but I was generally depressed for more than 4 years in that state of mind. But certain times it was very badly that I once a week. Certain times it wasn't that badly, so twice a week. Certain time it was better than average, so it was thrice, 4 times a week. But that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about the worst parts. If you're going through that thing, it's totally fine. You don't have to be ashamed about that, because you're having the battles that nobody knows, and the only person that knows is you. or if you have certain close people, then they might also partially know it. Because I remember that smart Japanese proverb, because the reason I'm saying smart and putting these columns is because I think I watched it somewhere on TikTok when I used to scroll, is each person have three faces, you know, three worlds. One face is with all other people in society, the second is with the closer people, and the third is only the face that only he knows. So yeah, and same thing with the problems, you know. There might be certain problems that you're okay with sharing with everybody. There are certain problems that you're fine with sharing with the closer people, and there are certainly problems that only you know. So don't feel shameful. Don't feel like there's something is wrong with you. Yeah, there are some problems that you need to fix, but that doesn't mean that you are wrong, you know, you are broken. Not broken in the way of like, you know, not admitting that something is wrong in your life, but broken in terms of like, you know, degrading yourself. Yeah. Yeah, you have to admit that there is something is not okay and you have to fix it, but you have to not degrade yourself, because by self ruining you're not gonna fix anything. By self ruining, yeah, you're gonna have the fuel to start something, but once you reach your goals, you're gonna be super exhausted. You're not gonna be happy. You're not gonna even feel any kind of happiness by achieving your dreams, because it's not driven by discipline. It's not driven by your philosophy. It's not driven by your goals. It's driven by the fuel of hatred that you have toward yourself, toward the world, or whoever you have issues with, you know. It's not a good thing. So yeah, that's why you have to admit it that something is wrong, and the first step you can do is to change your life is admit that something is wrong. And yeah, by admitting, I lost the connection of my thoughts. All right, I think it's the end of the video, because there's nothing much to talk about the motivation and discipline. I know it's a short video, but I just wanted to spread a message about the thing that I noticed between the motivation and discipline. And before I finish this video, I want to say one wise proverb that I heard from one philosopher. Okay. Okay, so I think, yeah, that's it for today. I don't want to keep this video long because there's nothing to say, and I don't want to say a lot of bullshit crap. I mean, my videos are mostly filled with the bullshit crap because I don't have an outline. It's my third video, and I keep promising that there's gonna be at least an outline or script. But I start recording so randomly that I don't even have a chance to write an outline. If I just distract on writing an outline and script, to be honest, I gave you my word that I wouldn't even record this video, and I would have wasted a few more days and then start recording this video. But yeah, but I'll try my best, because I have possible 13 topics that I want to talk about, and I give you my word that I'll try my best to create an outline. But yeah, I'm not gonna give you a promise as I used to do in the previous 2 videos, but I'll try my best. And yeah, I want to end this video with the words of one smart guy that I heard on the internet, which translating from Russian basically means that no matter how many days are in your life, matter how much life is in your days. And this is a phrase that actually changed a lot, because I started valuing not like amount, I started valuing the quality. Whenever I do something, like even the sport, I don't count how many reps I did. I count how good I did it and how it affects my body, if I'm feeling good or if I'm feeling badly. So yeah, always pay attention to the small details that makes you happy. Don't chase the things that don't make sense, okay? And by that I mean that you already know the answer. You're just scared to admit it because it's gonna ruin your whole personality that you build around their desires. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching these videos. If certain of my phrases didn't make sense, please write down in the comment. I'll try my best to explain them more, because I have issues with explanation sometimes. So yeah, I'll try my best to explain as much as possible. But yeah, thanks so much again for watching this video. Have a nice day, or have a good night, or have a good evening, or whatever. Bye bye.